Oh my. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. Oh my. I. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hello. Hi. How are my dearest degenerates doing today? Um, oh my gosh. Golly. Dear, hello, Tib. Hi, hello. Dear goodness, 15 minutes passed. Yeah. Dear goodness, 15 minutes passed. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Well, actually, no, I do know what happened. It was, oh my gosh. There were so many things that were just that were kind of just like, it was kind of like, I know that I'm late. I know that I'm late most streams, if not all. But I don't think I've been this late in a very long time. It's just for some reason, it was just a bunch of stuff that kept on, like, that kind of kept stopping. you know, like I was just about to start stream. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have a glass of water. I'm going to get thirsty. I run to go get it, and then I come back. I sit down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my phone that I need for streaming. And then I rushed over to go get it, and then I come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't even signed in to restream. Oh my god. And it was just a whole bunch of things, and I was legitimately like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Please let me start stream already. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I'm here now. I'm here now. Yeah, I'm doing good. That's good, Tip. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. That's what I want to hear. Gosh. Gosh. I was like, yeah, I kind of got a little bit too silly, admittedly. I got a little bit too silly, as per usual on here. As per usual here with me. But yeah, I'm here now, and yeah, I'm here now, and we are going to have, hopefully, a good time with a lot of wins, because as you could tell from the title, I'm done. Well, if you're on YouTube, as you can tell by the title, I'm done. Well, actually, no. Now that I think about it, technically in the title on Twitch, you could also tell. But the point is, I'm done losing. I'm tired of losing at this game. I'm pretty sure all of you Degens are very familiar. I'm pretty sure all of you Degens are very familiar with this game. We've played it many times on stream. This game isn't. We played it many times on stream. It's a classic at this point. Like, I feel like every like couple months or so, we go back to Rule 30 Portal for one reason or other. Like, the last time that we played Rule 30 Portal, was on my anniversary, like on our anniversary, our 1 year streaming anniversary. Yeah, where we did Rule 30 Portal with a punishment wheel, like a karaoke punishment wheel. That was the last time. That was like the last time that we actually did a Rule 30 Portal stream. Yeah, had to get the silly liquid and the silly slab and the silly sign. yes, it was too. Yes, that my silliness caught up with me. One could say. my silliness caught up with me, and I was and I was kind of like, yeah. It was a doozy. It was a doozy. I mean, it was a doozy. I was in shambles. Yeah. But yeah. What was I going on about? What was I going on about? oh yeah, yeah. I feel like every couple months or so we kind of go for a round of Rule 34 and test our luck, test our knowledge and genius when it comes to this particular subject. Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. My best streak, as you could tell, is a 25. That was the highest I ever managed to get in this game of Rule 34. And I haven't been able to, get close to that again. Like, I don't think, and all the times that because I have played Rule 34 many times off stream in private, and every time I've never gotten to 20 to even 20 again. It's always been like 16. It's always been to like it's always been like just below 20 that I managed to get. I've never been able to get even to 20 again. because it always throws me a curveball, admittedly. Another thing that I haven't been able to get, and it's genuinely I'm not saying it's infuriating me or anything. I'm not saying it's as they say I'm not saying I'm not saying it's making me mad or anything. I'm just confused on how I haven't been able to win at the daily challenge. The daily challenge has thwarted my plans to victory time and time again. Every single time I've gotten close to winning 10 out of 10, there's always something. There's always something that keeps happening. There's always something that keeps happening that stops me. And she go 90% for sure. Yeah. yeah. The good thing is the first one, the good thing is the first couple options they gave us are pretty simple. This is an easy one. This is a very easy one. Very, very easy. Yeah. 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 It's obviously her. Obviously. and the only yeah. It's obviously Shiko. Yeah. Yeah. Because even the most normie of normies have kind of had a thing, have kind of had a little bit of a thing, one could say, for Shiko. Yeah. Test. Okay, I think I got it working. Oh, hello, Miko Jess. Hi. Welcome in. Hi. How are you doing today, Miko Jess? Hi. Hello. Hi. We're doing Rule 34 again. Oh, right. I forgot. Silly me. I'm telling you, I'm feeling exceptionally silly today, which I actually think could work in my favor. Today, I actually think that the overly silly way that I'm feeling today could actually work in my favor today. Yeah. Yeah. Because I forgot to mention what the goal is for this stream. So the goal for today's stream is very simple. We are going to try and pass our best streak of 25, but we're also going to try and aim for the silly number. The silly number of 69. Yes. Yes. Also, by the way, this is Bluey, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. Only because 500 isn't enough, really, to go against an entire franchise. Unless that franchise is like very, very niche and very small. And very small, like the fan base itself is very small or very like obscure. But yeah. but yeah, today we're aiming for 69 for our best streak. And I'm saying it now, if we somehow manage to get 69 as our best streak, the scientific silly number, the super silly scientific number of 69, I will consider that a win. I will consider that a win and say that we officially won Rule 34 at all. If we manage to do that. Anything beyond that is purely for the fun of it. Anything beyond 69 as our best streak is purely for the love of the game. It's purely for the love of the game after that point. I've decided. So, yeah. Hang on, let me take a drink of water. Yeah, but it's purely for the love of the game after that point. After we pass 69, yeah, it's just for funsies. But yeah, we're aiming for 69. And oh gosh, oh goodness. Between Bluey, the entire series of Bluey, and Jason Voorhees, good old Jason, I can't imagine too many people are willing. Well, that's not. No, I can totally imagine. I can't imagine there being too many spicy artworks of Jason. I'm going to be honest. Sorry, Jason. Oh, 1,513. That's still way more than I honestly thought. Yeah. I have successfully plugged a mouse and keyboard. Wait. I have successfully plugged a mouse and keyboard into my phone. Huh? Wait. Huh? You plugged a mouse and keyboard into your phone? I'm impressed, intrigued, and also a little bit confused. Admittedly. Gosh. Like I'm just imagining in order to plug like a mouse and a phone, no, a mouse and a mouse and a keyboard into your phone. I imagine like you have to like plug in some kind of like those big oh gosh, what are they called? Those big like boards that you plug into like the or boards or sticks that you plug into like the wall that have many outlets for you to plug into. Like I imagine there just has to be like some kind of like USB adapted version of that, where you just plug it in and it's a bunch of outlets and you just plug in like the mouse and keyboard. That's the only way that I imagine that could work. But yeah, I'm intrigued. Also, Jason? Gosh. No, of course not. Why would I think that? Why would I think that Jason Voorhees had more Rule 34 than a dead or alive character? Also, by the way, we are not raging this stream. We are not raging this stream, I assure you, I promise you. We will not get angry this stream. We will not get angry. We will not get we will not get fussy and bothered, and we will not get mad. Yeah. Unless you're referring to the mad that refers to like insanity, in which case yes. But yeah. Wait. Hi, hello, Wiggles ears and tail. Hi, yeah, no, wait. Oh, wait, huh. Hello, plushy smuggler, hi. Hello. Hi, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Good, I hope good. Hi, plushy smuggler, hi. Welcome to the stream. But, yeah, but first we have to hit 34. That is true. That is true, Miko Jazz. Technically, before we hit 69, we have to hit 34 itself. And, yeah. Okay, so Tangle the Lemur, which is a Sonic the Hedgehog character, or Shirikami Fubuki. I've heard of Shirikami Fubuki, that name sounds familiar, but considering the fact that there's no image, and considering the fact that it's Sonic the Hedgehog we're talking about, well, a character in said universe, yeah. Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that Sonic the Hedgehog is kind of like, it's kind of like My Little Pony and Undertale, in that it's usually almost always guaranteed to have a high number. Yeah. Almost always, yeah. But, okay. Shirikami Fubuki or Nazrin from Touhou, or Nazrin from Touhou Project. Touhou is one of those things where it doesn't really have much Rule 34, I've learned. So, yeah. Okay. Nazrin? Okay, now we're getting a little bit more difficult. Nazrin or Hermes Costello. Because it's JoJo? No. No, of course not. Okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We still have a whole stream. We still have a whole stream. We just got here. Okay. Warwick from League of Legends or the entire series of Haikyuu? Uhoch, yeah. I'm going to say Haikyuu. Yeah. Only because it's an entire series. Yeah. Oh gosh, Guilty. Oh gosh. Okay, what do you Degens think? What do you Degens think? Do my dearest degenerates think that it's the entire series of Haikyuu? Or Testament from Guilty Gear? I've never played Guilty Gear. I'm not familiar with Guilty Gear. I don't even really know what kind of game Guilty Gear is. But 2000 is a pretty decent number though. Let's be honest. Yeah. What do you Degens think? I'm going to guess Haikyuu. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Testament, Guilty Gear, or Kagero Imazumi. I feel like these two are very, very close. Like, I feel like the difference between these two is gonna be very low. Guilty Gear? No, of course. Okay. I understand. Okay. She got cat ears, silly. That's true. Silly me. I completely underestimated the cat ears. The power of cat ears. I completely underestimated the sheer power. I think Touhou will at least have 1,000. And it did. It did have at least 1,000. Gosh. It's because I don't know. A lot of the Touhou characters I have found don't really have very many. Like, they don't have like a super extreme amount or anything. At most, yeah, they have like about 1,000. Oh, and speaking of a Touhou character, it's Suwaku Moriya or Ara. This character's name is just Ara. The Aura. I'm okay, hear me out. I'm only going to say Fortnite because Fortnite is arguably a more well-recognized game that is more popular with like normies and stuff. And so, no, of course not. Of course not. Why would I? Okay. Let me actually focus. Let me actually focus and let me actually think about this. Let me actually let my instincts. Well, actually, no. Let me let my instincts decide between these two. Kazumi, easy. Between BB from Fate or the entire franchise of Berserk? I should have known better. I should have known better. I should have known better. Why? I should have known better. Okay. That was a practice round. That was a round to show you yeah. that was a practice round. This is the real thing, right? This is the real thing. Tokage? League of Legends. Easy. And I'm honestly surprised Nanners has so little. I'm honestly surprised Nanners has so little, but I do know that Amelia probably has a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. I need a drink of water. Okay. I got this. We got this. We got this. It's going to be Amelia. No, it's not. Oh my. Okay. Def Watson. Yeah. I thought for sure it was going to be Amelia Watson. But apparently not. Also, that's very surprising. 39,942 Digimon. Rule 34. Yeah. Yeah, I thought for sure 39,000. I thought for sure wait. I actually lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. Okay, the point is Digimon, easy. Digimon, easy. With 39,000, are you kidding? Yeah. I honestly actually will not expect Digimon to have that many. Also, this is easy. Uchiha Itachi. Oh my gosh, please. Yeah. He's going to take take the lead on that one. He's going to take the win on that one. That's what I'm thinking. She should have more. Yeah, Naruto. Yeah. 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 Yorha A2 from Nier or Hinoa from Monster Hunter. 900 isn't too bad, or 900 isn't too much. It's like it's not an insane amount. So I'm going to, yes. Okay. Yorha A2. Oh gosh, Yorha A2 from Nier versus Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy. Now, I don't think Cloud Strife is the most Rule 34 like I can't imagine too many people are are wanting to draw Rule 34 of Cloud Strife compared to other characters. But at the same time, this is Final Fantasy we're talking about, so... This is Final Fantasy we're talking about. Def Cloud? Are you sure, Ted? You're not lying to me, Tab. You're not lying to to me in hopes that I lose. Yeah, because it's Final Fantasy. I don't know what Final Fantasy game. It looks like one of the older ones. Yes. Oh, 8,843? Oh my gosh, you're right. You were definitely right, Tab. You were definitely right. You Degens were definitely right. Okay, but can that 8,000 go up against Yennefer from The Witcher? I've never played The Witcher. I always wanted to play The Witcher, but I was too afraid because I always wondered, like I never knew, but I always wondered if like The Witcher had spiders in it, like giant spiders in it. Because if so, I wouldn't have been able to play it. Because if so, I wouldn't have been able to play it. And as such, I never did play it. But, yeah. Truly a shame. Truly a shame, I would say. I'm going to guess Cloud Strife. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was very close. That was uncomfortably close. Cloud in the same game as Tifa. I don't know that other character, but I'm assuming because they're both in the same game, there's a lot of potential for Rule 34 in that. Oh gosh, I know there's a lot of people that don't like Boruto compared to Naruto, like the series, the franchise. I'm going to guess that because it's Naruto's son, he has more. Boruto, why have you disappointed me in this way? Okay. Darn it. Okay, darn it. Back to the start we go. Cloud cross-dressed in game. I saw a lot of art of him in a dress after the last remaster or remake or whatever. Ooh, a cross. Oh, so he actually cross-dressed like Link in the Legend of Zelda. I don't know which Legend of Zelda specifically, but yeah. So like Link from the Legend of Zelda. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Aphelios? No, of course not. Of course not. Okay. Circus Baby, sadly. Gosh! I didn't get to read that in time. That is unfortunate. I did not get to... That is unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it was Circus Baby, but it's also unfortunate that I didn't read that in time. But, this, I'm pretty sure it's... Okay. Spamtum G Spamtum. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, my dearest Degens. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if any of you Degens have actually played Deltarune, correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't Spamton G Spamton one of the most disliked characters in Deltarune? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Isn't Spamton G Spamton like a genuinely, like, most people find him a very annoying character to deal with in game? Like, I could have sworn. I could have sworn that's the case. like I don't know why. There's like a clip. There's like a VTuber clip coming to mind. where she was playing Deltarune, and there came like a point where like a character started choking out, I think, Spamton. And the VTuber was like, yes, choke him, kill him, kill him, yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was Spamton. I'm not sure, but I do remember that it was one Deltarune character. Or no, it might have been a duck character. It might have been like a duck character. Now that I think about it, I think the duck character had a bill. You know, like the mouth that ducks have and stuff. I think they had a bill. Now that I think about it, I don't know, but either way, I think Ivy has more. No. Okay. Enough. Okay. Enough messing and enough fooling around. It's time to get serious. It's time to go crazy. It's time to go loony. It's time to lock in, as they say. It's time for me to show you how a true researcher does it. It's time for me to show you how a true researcher does it. True master. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah. Watch this. What? Okay. I'm not mad. You heard nothing. Shh. You heard nothing. Shh. Okay. Really? From Demon Slayer, really? Are you serious? Are you joking? Okay. I guess my researcher capabilities faltered for a little bit, but they won't falter this time. Watch this. Okay, I know this one for sure is Honkai Star Rail because it's Honkai Star Rail. It's yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have seen too much Hat Girl and not enough Valentine. Yeah, yeah, I believe that. Hey, I think the side thing ignores messages. Wait. Wait, what? Wait, hey, I think the side thing ignores messages when you add LG at the end. Wait, really? Wait, you mean the chat box? Wait, you mean my, you mean the chat box? Tip, do you mean the chat box? Really? Wait, hang on a second. Let me check something then. Like this. LG. Wait. Hang on, I'm checking. No, wait, it's there. Yeah, your message is there, Tip. Your message is there. Well, I looked at the messages as they're appearing on like YouTube, and it's the same. They're there. They are there. I don't see any difference, really. Yeah. They appear to be the same. Never mind, I just ate 2 of my messages. That's strange. I don't... Oh, I just realized this has been a hotel. I'm still going to guess her. Okay. Yeah, that's very strange. That's very strange tip. But Jun Kazuma or Milia Rage? Tekken versus Guilty Gear. What do you Deacons think? Because Tekken and Guilty Gear are both very equally matched, I feel, in terms of Rule 34. Rage. Are you sure, Tab? Wait. No, it wasn't Rage, okay. It was not Rage, in fact. Okay. Yeah, it was not Rage, in fact. It was very much not Rage. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I thought, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I got a little bit, I'm sorry, I got a little bit, scatterbrained. I got a little bit scatterbrained and I started thinking a little bit too hard. Anyway, this is Catwoman. That one's easy. That one is very easy. Yeah. That's very easy. As for this, oh my gosh. Actually, the problem with Goddess of Victory Nikkei is that all of you Degens have made it very clear that, Goddess of Victory Nikkei is one of those games where it's like, there's plenty of fan service already within the game, and as such, there's actually not as much Rule 34 as you would think. But anything can beat 233, that is true. I think even Sub-Zero could possibly beat that. Yeah, he could. He actually could. I don't think he can beat Nifty, though. Purely because it has been Hotel. Squirtle? I really hate to say it, but it probably is Squirtle. Okay, well, it actually wasn't, which was a good thing. You know? And it actually wasn't. Thankfully, but we also lost. Zenyatta? No, of course not. Why? Why would it be? Okay. Emilia. Easy. From ReZero. The entire franchise of Grand Theft Auto? Okay, that's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Yeah. Is not Squirtle? Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't Squirtle, but unfortunately, that means that we have to start from the beginning. But the good thing is, I'm pretty sure Grand Theft Auto, the entire franchise of Grand Theft Auto, does have more than Lugia. That's a whole lot of people. That's a whole lot of people that want to smash Lugia. I'm not even going to lie to you. That is a fair bit of people that want to smash Lugia. Lugia smash, yeah. I mean, I don't know, because technically, as you Degens know, I have done Pokemon Smasher Pass. We're still not done. We're still not done. We're on like Pokemon like the 300s or something. But I don't know if I've said Smash or Pass to. I don't know if Lugia has come up, but yes, I probably would Smash as well if I had to pick. If I had to pick. That being said, that is a lot of people. That is a lot of people that want to smash Lugia. Yeah, but anyway, this one, Helltaker versus Funky Kong. I feel like most people forget that there's actually a lot of people in the Kong family. So I'm going to assume it's Melina. I'm going to assume it's Melina. Yeah. Who's out here squirting to Squirtle? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And also that is such a that is quite the way to put it. that is quite a doozy of a way to put it. Squirting to a Squirtle. That is quite a doozy of a way to put it. Anyway, okay, look. I'm going to say it now. I'm sorry in advance. I don't really have anything against Brawl Stars as a game, like just in general. I do have something against Brawl Stars, however, in Rule 34, because for whatever reason, you wouldn't think that Brawl Stars has the absurd amount of Rule 34 art that it has. Then now every time that Brawl Stars or Cookie Kingdom is also, I'm going to say it also. Cookie Kingdom also has such a stupidly absurd amount of Rule 34 art that I genuinely get nervous whenever I see a Brawl Stars character or a Cookie Kingdom or a Cookie Run Kingdom character, because there's just no telling. You know, it's like you could have like a character with like 1,000, and then some random cookie comes along and it has like 6,000 or something. It's ridiculous. but that being said, watch this Brawl Stars. Watch this Brawl Stars character have like above 1,000. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Ooh, but can it go up against Glamrock Chica though? Can it go up against Glamrock Chica though? Can it? Genuinely, honestly, can it? I know there are a lot of people that want to go crazy, or that go crazy when it comes to Chica, just in general, like just regular basic Chica, to the point to where one time, okay, I'm not lying when I say there was one time a person, right? Me personally, I've never felt that way about any character from Five Nights at Freddy's, or really any animatronic. But I legitimately knew a person one time that we were talking about Chica, and this man And this man just straight up told me, because we were kind of already like had been talking about it for a while. This man just tells me, I tell you what though, about Chica, he was like, I tell you what though, I'm going to turn that motherboard into a mother. That's what I'm going to do. And I was like, huh? So, yeah. That being said, I don't know how many people are into glam rock Chica though. Because that's a whole nother variant. I don't know. What do you Degens think? I'm what do you Degens think? I'm going to take a drink of water and really think about this. Really think about this from from an outside perspective. I'm going to say yes. Yes. Yeah. Wait. What are you why are you looking at me like that, Tib? Why are you looking at me like that, Tib? I wasn't the one who said it. I just knew somebody that said it, and I was also equally in shock. And I was also equally in shock. Mainly because I've never heard someone refer to it. Yeah, that came yeah. So I'm going to say Glamour Chica beats more Pekko. Why do you have to do this to me, game? Why do you have to pair two equally similar Pokemon next to each other? Why do you have to do this to me? Like, these could be very close to each other in terms of like numbers. Morpeko or Emolga? Emolga? You're saying Emolga? Okay. I think Emolga too. Yeah. I think people would be more into Emolga if they had to. If I had to say, knowing somewhat what people are into smashing when it comes to Pokemon, yeah, it's probably Emolga. Yeah. Oh gosh, Emolga or Diddy Kong? See, here's the thing. Diddy Kong is technically a Mario character, which already puts him at an advantage. And not only that, but he's just as popular, if not as popular, if not more popular than Donkey Kong. So like I feel he does have potential to possibly be Emolga with only 1,401. That's a good line. Yeah, I know. I know. I'll admit it was a pretty good line. It was very witty, but yeah. Okay, well that's surprising. That is very surprising. Okay. Okay. I didn't even need to see who this character was. I didn't even need to see from what series this character was. The only thing that I needed to see was the person that they were going up against was one of the most cosplayed and one of the most fans and one of the most one of the characters with arguably the most Rule 34 art ever, DVA. DVA or Dia, I think. Some people also say. Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, that was an easy one. That was an easy one. Yeah. As for this one, probably Rukia, just because realistically, how much can you realistically do with a Goomba? Realistically, like I feel like there's only so much that. Oh my gosh, that's actually way more than I thought. The fact that they have 2,236 was actually way more than I thought, by a lot. Because I feel like there's only realistically so much you can do with a Goomba. Goomba. Trust in the mushroom. See, I would trust in the mushroom if it weren't for the fact that the VTuber that they're going up against is Vebe. And I do know that Vebe does have a lot of Rule 34 art. Like a lot. So it's kind of tricky. Like I would not doubt if Vebe has well over 2,000. Come on. Really? Only 600? Really? Only 600? Okay, I'm surprised. I could have sworn Vebe had like well over 3,000 posts or something. Something insane like that. Nah, right. Hajimete no Gao? Yeah, it probably is. Just because 1,000 isn't really too... Is Vebe really that looted? I mean... Kinda, but it's kind of like... It's kind of... But the problem... Kind of. Kind of. It's not so much that... It's just that... I think Vebe is still on hiatus, but when she was around, when Vebe was like a thing... Well, when Vebe was actually a thing, as in like she was actually streaming consistently, she would have a lot of... She would have a very kind of... Okay. Well played, Milotech, well played. Okay. No, but Vebe had a very, Vebe was known to have a lot of, kind of lewd moments on stream. You know, like lewd sense of humor. Kind of like, think like, you know, like, kind of like, yeah. Which is kind of why I believe she had a lot of Rule 34 art. For that reason. Yeah, I'm confused. Yeah. Yeah, I don't... Yeah. Charlie, I know this one. You do know this. You know this one. Oh gosh, the fact that they're two Brawl Stars against Brawl Stars. Again, I get scared when Brawl Stars comes into the mix. Because Brawl Stars can have some of the most, like... Can have, like, a stupidly absurd amount of Rule 34 for no reason. But, yeah. It turned out to actually be Charlie. Okay. It's Ariel, right? Yeah, it's Ariel. The only reason why I know it's Ariel is because technically Ariel appeals even to the normies. That's the only reason why. Now, can Ariel beat Peter Griffin, though? Charlie for the win? Yeah, Charlie took home the gold, I will admit. Now, can Ariel take home the gold? Can the mermaid go up against Peter Griffin? No. I'm going to say no. I'm calling it no. No? Only because... If it was Lois Griffin, maybe. But because it's Peter himself... No? Yeah. I knew it. If it was Lois, maybe. If it was Marge Simpson, maybe. But definitely not Peter Griffin himself. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. If Televu, are you serious? Okay, if Televu somehow does not have more than Peter Griffin, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to genuinely be mad, okay? Okay. Okay, it doesn't. It has 8,000, okay. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think Peter has more. Were you trying to sabotage me, Ted? Were you trying to sabotage my win streak of 4? My win streak of 4 by telling me it was Peter Griffin more than to Loveru? Yeah. I actually know to Loveru somewhat. And I think to Loveru as a whole has more than enough to go against Chlorine from Genshin Impact. Oh man, To Loveru is a classic. Yeah, at this point, To Loveru is a classic. In every sense of the word. So I would have been so mad if To Loveru did not have more than gosh dang Peter Griffin with only 800 posts. Oh my gosh. But, okay. This one's a little bit more tricky. Chlorine from Genshin Impact or Palutena from Kid Icarus? I remember that game when it came out on the 3DS. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone really talk about this game outside of, like, after that. Palutena is not really known. Palutena has to be, right? The first Kid Icarus was on NES. It was? I always thought that the video game Kid Icarus was like on 3DS, and I always thought it was like a 3DS exclusive. I always thought that it was like a 3DS exclusive specifically. So, yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh. It has to be Genshin Impact, right? It has to be. No? 6,048 for Palutena? Okay. I'm in shock. I'm in shambles. Well played, Palutena, I guess. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. My dearest Degens, my dearest Degenerates, what do you think? Makoto Nanaya from BlazBlue with a very respectable 2029, or the entirety of Undertale, every single character in Undertale. Yeah, no, that one's very easy. 56,000. 56,000. Just Undertale, it's easy. Yeah. Yeah, hello, bottom. Who are you calling a bottom? Who are you calling a bottom? Also welcome, but who are you calling a bottom? I'll have you know, I'm not. Wait a minute. Now that I remember, didn't you come in last stream and also just called me a bottom? and then, like, I feel like you literally just came in last stream, called me a bottom, and we're just like, my job here is done. All right, bye. And then you just left. I feel like that's what happened last time, but yeah, Undertale. Yeah. 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 Okay, this one's a little bit harder, because it's Kingdom Hearts against the entirety of Tom and Jerry. I feel Tom and Jerry is one of those that, like, could have either really low or an insane amount. Like, I feel like this could either be like, oh, it has like 600 posts, or it has like 20,000. There's like no in between. And yeah, it turned out to have like around 800. I see. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? It was either going to have like 600 or like 2,000, like 20 or like 20,000. There was going to be no in between. Oh my gosh, Tom and Jerry or a character from Fate Grand Order. I don't know Fate Grand Order. Tom and Jerry. Barghest have less. You are indeed a bottom. There's no proof. I'm going to say it now. There is no proof that I am a bottom. There is no proof. There is no sustainable proof that I am a bottom in any semblance or capacity of the word. Anyway, I think you're right. Barghest kind of just, I don't know why. There's something about her that I can't, there's just something about her that's telling me that she doesn't have very many. Yeah, and yeah, she only has like 124. Okay, this one is Fiona Fox. I know this because this character has come out multiple times on every stream that I've ever played. On every stream where I played Rule 34. So yeah, it's her. A respectable 800, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, but oh my gosh. I don't know Haikyuu. I don't know Haikyuu, so I'll leave this one up to you, Deacons. Nishonoya Yu from Haikyuu. Something tells me it's still Fiona Fox. If Barghest has less than Tom and Jerry, I will throw something. oh, and it did. It did, in fact. Mikujess have less. It only had 124 or something. Only 124. Which is nothing. Which is still pretty good. However, it is still much lower than Tom and Jerry somehow. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's so low. Are you kidding me? Yeah, yeah. That is pretty shocking when you think about it, though. What's not shocking is that Yu Yu Hakusho has more than 130 posts. I'm also pretty sure Sonic series has an odd buff. Yeah, I mentioned that odd buff. I mentioned how when it comes to the Sonic characters, it's kind of like My Little Pony or like Undertale or like, you know, stuff like that, where it's like they kind of have an advantage straight away. However, I will admit 90% of the time, like 99% of the time, any My Little Pony character will win. However, I would say like a solid 75% of the time, a Sonic character will win. There are still some Sonic the Hedgehog characters that don't have very many, so it's kind of a gamble with them. This one though is pretty easy. It's Love is War. Okay. Okay, I have more than that just on my own hard drive. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Mikujess. But okay. Now I'm saying now there is no way. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that Love is War has somehow less than the Smurfs as a franchise. Don't get me wrong, the Smurfs probably have way more than I expect them to have, but there is no way that they have more than Love is War. Are you kidding me? No. Yeah. Okay. They have a respectable 1,000. Oh, okay, that's nothing to scoff at. Is it more than Squiggly from Skullgirls? I feel like it's kind of anyone's game, really. Remember that this is just Rule 34. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Mako being that low is also weird. I am clearly out of touch with the youths. You see, part of me wants to say the Smurfs, but the other part of me is like Squiggly could also have like some insane amount. Or maybe just enough to win. See, I'm looking at the character design, and the character design has a lot of potential. Like, I feel like that could be, like... Oh my gosh. Okay, genuinely, what do you Degens think? Genuinely. Because... because genuinely, I don't know. I feel like they're very evenly matched. Smurfs? But then it's only 1,300. Okay, I'm going to take a gamble. I think Squiggly has like 900-ish. Okay. I'm going to take a gamble. Oh, it did. Okay. 2,599. Okay. That's respectable. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think Squiggly does have more than Roll Casket. I think, if I had to guess, Squiggly probably does have more than Roll Casket from Mega Man. I would think, but only one way to find out. Oh my gosh. Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, it did. Okay. 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 There's enough blue people group enthusiasts who would goon to Smurfs. Really? Are the Blue Man groups still a thing? Because I remember the Blue Moon. I remember when the Blue Man group was like at the height of their popularity. Are they still a thing? Like, are they still a thing? And do people actually still like them? Well, no, actually, apparently there are still people that like them, but are they still a thing? As for this is easy. Destiny. Easy. Destiny has Destiny has enough of a big player base to have Rule 34. More than I thought, yeah. What are you playing? What are you playing? Oh, hello, we're playing Rule 34 doll. Today. Yeah, today we're playing Rule 34 today. Which is essentially, if you've never played Rule 34, it's essentially a game where you try, where it's kind of like a game where it gives you two options. And you basically have to guess which of the two options has more Rule 34 art, or in other words, more not safe for work art. Specifically on the Rule 34 website. And if you get it right, then you advance. And if you don't, you lose. Oh my gosh, okay. I think that's crazy. Yeah, it is a bit of a doozy. It is a bit loony of a game, I will admit. It does go a bit crazy. But it gets a bit wild. Like this, for instance. Is there more not safe for work art of Destiny? Or more not safe for work art of Kingdom Hearts? Now, Destiny has a pretty fair bit, but I know something is telling me that the Kingdom Hearts fanbase is extremely huge, and as such, there's extremely huge potential to have a lot of Rule 34 art. So I'm going to guess Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Easy. And I really don't think Pantheon from League of Legends has more than the entirety of Kingdom Hearts. That'd be pretty impressive if he did. If he actually had more than the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, I would have honestly probably looked him up after stream to see what all the hype is about, because that is insane. That is absolutely insane, if that were the case. But that being said, Pantheon or Lois Lane? See, here's the thing about Lois Lane, I feel, and it's that Lois Lane probably does have a bit of advantage with, probably does have a little bit of an advantage because I feel like there's definitely more room for like normies to kind of, like, by all means, technically Lois Lane is a very normie vanilla character by comparison to have Rule 34 art. So I feel like she has a much bigger reach. Yeah. See, what did I tell you? Okay. Don't ask how I know. Yeah. Actually, no, I'll just say it. The only reason why I know it was this one, Francine Smith, is because, one, I feel like technically, like if I had to say which franchise has more of a Gooner population, the fan base of Superman or the fan base of American Dad, I'm going to probably guess American Dad. I'm going to be completely honest. Not only that, but I remember one time I looked at the statistics of Rule 34, and Francine Smith was at the very top in terms of most gooned to characters. Yeah. I feel dirty saying that, but yeah. The latest Superman cartoon has a very cute Lois. Really? I honestly didn't even know. I honestly didn't even know there was like a new Superman cartoon. Oh wow, that was close. Only like 100 of difference. Yeah, I actually got a little worried there. I actually did get a little worried there. But I actually got a little worried there. But Francine Smith or Sylveon? Something tells me, hear me out on this. Something tells me that there is a way bigger interest in Sylveon, especially among a specific community. And so I think Sylveon is probably the one. Yeah. Yeah. This is probably going to be Sylveon's win. Yeah. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? 15,552. I know. And I also know that, just like how I also know that Attack on Titan well, this is the entire franchise. I feel like Attack on Titan is one of those franchises where it's way too serious to really have a not safe for work. Well, it's way too serious of a show with too many heart-jerking moments. Like there are too many hearts being jerked in Attack on Titan for it to really have for it to really have a lot of Rule 34 art. Especially to have more than 15 flippin' thousand. So yeah. Deep breaths. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is great. Nothing. I am a pillar of peace. Everything is fine. Everything is so flipping fine. Oh my gosh, what do you mean Attack on Titan has like, what do you mean Attack on Titan has more? Attack on... Oh, no. Oh, no. Attack on Titan is goon to a lot. Well, yeah. Yeah. Technically there are, but like, technically there are people that have, but like, that much? And no, actually, it's not even the fact that there was that much. It's the fact that it literally like won by like 200 or so. Eren is very popular. Yeah, but I could have sworn... I'm a dummy. I am a dummy. I am a big dummy. Okay. You know what I think we need to do now? Yeah. You know what I think we should do now? Since we were on such a winning streak. I think we need to do the daily. I think we need to do the daily. I think we need to do the daily challenge on stream. I'm feeling it's the right time. It's the right moment. I swear, I feel it's the right time. I feel it's the right moment. I feel it's the right moment, the right time to do the daily on stream. Like I said, I've never actually gotten a 10 out of 10 on the daily, and it's not that it makes me mad or anything. I'm confused of how I still haven't been able to get 10 out of 10 on the gosh dang daily. But because we were going on such a win streak, I think right now is the best time. After that we'll go back. After that we'll go back and try it again. Anyway, Jeopard or Bennett? I'm going to say Bennett. Yeah. Yeah, definitely she. Oh, Bennett. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 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 Focus. Sonia? Never mind. Versus Rydia? Rydia from Final Fantasy. I'm going to say this one because it's Danganronpa. It's Danganronpa. Right? I am so calm. I am so calm. Everything is great. I will not get angry this stream. I will not get mad. It was worth a shot. Okay. Rydia. Okay. Surely we can get this one, right? That's Hagakure, Gargura, easy, Easy. Very, very simple. Mina Ashido. Very, very simple. Why isn't it advancing? Hatsune Miku. Sure. Why isn't it advancing? Okay. I keep forgetting I'm watching on phone and getting confused when my Windows shortcuts don't work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Invisible girls. Yeah. I have a question. It's a little bit of an unconventional question, but I have a question nonetheless. If you smashed an invisible person, right? Like if you were smashing an invisible person, would you be smashing that invisible person, or would you basically be smashing the air, like the environment, like just the area, like do you need to actually be able to see the thing that you're smashing in order for it to constitute a smashing? In order for it to actually constitute a smashing it, or would you just be smashing the air? No, you would actually be smashing. What am I saying? I'm getting a little bit. I'm getting a little bit too. I'm getting too silly. Anyway, it's Melissa. And this is Dabby? No. Why is it still going? 7 out of 10. Okay. I see. Yeah. They're invisible, not intangible. That is true. They are tangible, and they are palpable. They are palpable just as they are palpable in the specific hypothetical. Of course. I understand. How foolish. Of course, how foolish of me to how foolish of me to think otherwise. But yeah. Shishiro Botan or Trafalgar Law? There's no way, right? What? Okay. I see now. I see. Okay. For real this time. Sakura Futawa. I know that character. I've used a couple gifs of that character. I know that character. Now this one though. I'm going to say it's Black Swan because it's Genshin Impact. Because it's Honkai Star Rail. And I'm pretty sure I don't know too many people. Well, I don't know of too many people that would want to smash Baymax specifically from Big Hero 6. But I still think Black Swan is going to take that one. Yeah. Oh goodness. Baymax from Big Hero 6 versus Di Maria Yesta from Fairy Tail. It's Fairy Tail. It has to be, right? It's Fairy Tail. What? Okay. What? Fairy Tail. I thought Fairy Tail was a sure pick, but no, I guess not. Okay, crap, fairy tale. Baymax. Did you actually know it was Baymax? John, did you actually know that it was Baymax? Because I feel like that one... Like, I'm not delusional, right? I'm not more delusional than I already am, right? Like, there was room for Fairy Tail to be the winner, right? Clearly, right? Right? Okay. JDQ11 from Dragon Quest 11? Oh, Dragon Quest 11 DQ11, okay. Or Shauna from Pokemon. Pokemon buff? You're absolutely right. Okay. Shauna from Pokemon? Or Yoshi? Yoshi? Yeah, okay. Super Mario buff. The Mario franchise buff. Easy. Oh my gosh. Yoshi or Bakugo? Or Bakugo. I know Bakugo has to have a lot. Whether or not he has enough to like go up against Yoshi though, I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. Yoshi? Maybe? Yoshi, let it ride, okay. Oh wait, it's Bakugo. Oh, is it now? Is it Bakugo now? Is it? Is it? Oh, is it? Oh my gosh. Okay. Is it now? Oh my gosh. Okay. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? It was Bakugo. Okay. Okay. Let's try that again. We were so close to getting to beating our score. Starfire, easy. There's a lot. There's a great deal of people. I know for a fact. I know for a fact there are a ton of people that have seen Starfire Rule 34. Konosuba? Really? Gloria from Pokemon versus Konosuba, the literal first ever isekai. The literal I think they literally call this the godfather of isekais. Like this is the classic isekai. Yeah. Konosuba. Yeah. Konosuba versus Sprigatito? No, it's still gonna be Konosuba. Sprigiato maybe has a chance, but not Sprigatito. And unfortunately, oh my gosh, I don't want to say it, but it probably is. Okay. Okay, one more time. Let's go. Let's go from the beginning. This is so... Oh my gosh, okay. Let's start from the beginning. I have seen Starfire Rule 34. Yeah, I feel most people have. At least one point. At least at one point. Anyway. Rurouni Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. Or Zenless Zone Zero. I'm going to say it's Zenless Zone Zero, just because, well, it's Zenless Zone Zero. Genshin Impact buff? Maybe? The Genshin Impact buff? Oh my gosh. Okay. Realistically, who do you think is going to win? My Degens, because I honestly don't know. It's anyone's fair game at this point. Is it going to be the one with the Genshin Impact buff and advantage, or the one with the Pokemon buff and advantage? See, both of these groups have advantages, so there's really no telling. This one? The Zorua, sadly. I was too late to read it. I was too late to read the chat message. Oh my gosh. Okay. I was too late to read the chat message. Darn it. Gosh, golly gee goodness. Okay. Mako from Vocaloid? Or Trish from Devil May Cry? It has to be Trish, right? It has to be. Oh! Oh my gosh. She won by like 60 points. She won by like 60 points, and that was it. Oh my gosh. Good thing though, this one's easy. Like, oh goodness. Who's going to win? Trish with a whopping 367? Respectable 367. Or the entire DC franchise of comic books? That's literally like that. I feel like that's literally like the meme. I feel like that's literally like that one meme. You know, do you teachers know the meme that I'm talking about? It's a very old meme at this point. You know that meme? It's basically like that meme of like, who would win? A nuclear bomb, a nuclear explosive, or coughing baby? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? The meme goes something like that. But yeah. Like this. Who's going to win? Zenobia from Fate Grand Order, or the entirety of Overlord? Overlord has a succubus, and that's all you need to know. That's all that you need to know. That's all that you need to know. Okay. Okay, the entirety of Overlord or AKI Aki? You know, I'm still going to guess Overlord. Hydrogen baby versus coughing bomb. yeah, that one. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. Who's going to win? Yeah, hydrogen baby versus coughing bomb. Okay, help me out with this one. Help me out with this one, my Degens. Cause see, I know Street Fighter has a pretty fair bit of Rule 34 art, but then it's going up against League of Legends. And I know League of Legends also is known for having a lot of Rule 34 art as well. So... Aki. So I really don't know. It just goes to show how much Rule 34 art is of League of Legends, because I genuinely don't know. Aki? Okay. What? Okay, let's take a break from Rule 34 and let's play the fun higher or lower food game instead for a little bit. Let's take a break from Rule 34. Let's take a break from Rule 30. Let's take a break. Let's take a quick break. A quick much needed break from Rule 34 and play the fun silly food game instead. Yeah. And play the fun silly food game instead. Wait, can you didn't see it? Wait, I feel it's too oh gosh. Okay. I feel it's too small. Yeah, let's play a quick round of the food higher or lower game to calm down. To calm down a little bit. And maybe also get a little hungry in the process. Maybe. Yeah. So like, Oh right, the first round is like the first round is what I would pick. The first round is what I would pick, right? So would I want a chicken balti pie in a roll or a macaroni pie? I don't know why, right? Hear me out. I don't know why, but for lack of a better word, the sesame bun on top of the pie for some reason is just a big turnoff for me right now. I don't know why, but for lack of a better word, the sesame bun on top of the pie is not doing it for me. So I'm going to go with the macaroni pie. I'm going to go with the macaroni pie. I'm going to go. There we go. I'm going to go with the macaroni pie. Okay. Now it's the actual game. So, if you don't know how this game works, it's basically kind of like Rule 34. It's just kind of the main difference is who do you think people are more likely to gravitate to and pick? Like, do you think that people are more likely to get the tomahawk steak during WrestleMania, apparently, on the left side, or the rainbow cake on top of a milkshake on the right? on the right. I'm going to say rainbow cake, just because this tomahawk steak is not impressive. I've seen way more impressive tomahawk steaks. This one just doesn't look that impressive, unless they've already eaten most of it. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen way more impressive tomahawk steaks. Never eaten one. I've never eaten one, but I've seen them. I've heard about them in legends. Yeah. Love me a good steak. And WrestleMania is manly. That is true. No, I'm going with the cake. And what did I tell you? The rainbow cake won. The rainbow cake actually won. What did I tell you? Okay. The rainbow cake actually won. Yeah. But, oh, actually no. It's the rainbow cake on top of the milkshake is what won. Yeah. Steak. Yeah. I'll admit I do like steak, but I feel people would want a whole slice of cake on top of a milkshake more. Now, okay, now the one on the left is a hot dog, and the one on the right is a doner kebab and chili sauce pie. One is from England and the other's from Scotland. I feel people would... See, the thing is, I feel like a hot dog The one on the left looks good. Yeah, see, the thing about it is I feel like the hot dog is just the safe option that most people would feel comfortable gravitating towards, because it's just an all-around safe option. Unless you're vegetarian. But even then they have veggie dogs and stuff like that, so yeah. I guess unless you like can't eat gluten because of the bread. But yeah. Really? Really? Okay. I see. Wait, I feel like... Okay, hang on, let me adjust this. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. Now it's a little bit more visible, okay. Okay, we got the last one wrong. But now this one is kind of both equally matched. The one on the left is a double bacon cheeseburger with fries. And the one on the right is a chili cheeseburger. And I don't see a single ounce of chili in said burger. Unless this person, for whatever reason, decided to order the chili cheeseburger without chili. Who does that? Who orders something that specifically has something on the title and then just doesn't, and then just orders it without? That's literally like me going to up to a hot dog stand and just saying, "Hi, can I have one hot dog, please, but without the dog?" So sweet, and the person's just gonna be like, so you just want bread? Yes, I want bread. I want condiments inside of a bread. That's what I want. Who does? I mean, who does that? Respectfully, who does that? I'm going to say double bacon cheese. No. No. Even with the fries, no. People still prefer the chili cheeseburger without the chili. Oh my gosh. Okay. 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 Darn it, Sorta. You're making me hungry. I might have to wake my best friend to go get food. Ha ha. Oh, am I making you hungry? Is all this goodness that you can't eat making you hungry? Such a shame. Such a shame. Yeah. Yeah. But okay, so let me give you a brief description of each of the things we have here. On the left, we have shrimp tacos, lime marinated shrimp with fresh pineapple pico, and a flour tortilla, and a flour tortilla. And the one on the right is chicken tenders with fries, with honey mustard and ketchup. Hopefully, well, no, I mean, I feel like most people... See, here's the thing, right? I feel most people would kind of feel very, like, intrigued by the shrimp tacos, unless they're, again, vegetarian. But I feel like the pineapple is one of those things that people might find to be a hurdle. Like, I feel like it's like pineapple on pizza, right? It's like, I feel like the pineapple is gonna, if anything, cause people to kind of not pick it. And chicken tenders with fries is just a safe option, so I'm going to pick that. Yeah. I told you. People would much rather just stick to the safe option of chicken tenders with fries. Yeah. Hi, hopefully I didn't miss too much. Oh, hello, Core. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. Hi, we're playing Scrandle, the food higher lower game. Yeah, so far we've missed 2 and we've gotten 2. We're taking a break. We're taking a break from Rule 34. We're taking a quick break from Rule 34. And to kind of calm down, to kind of calm down and and not be so tense with anger. Not that I was getting angry or anything, but yeah, we're taking a break and also getting a little bit hungry in the process. Yeah. Anyway, here on the left, we have pie, chips, gravy, and peas, which are likely mushy, as is the English way, so I've heard. And then on the right, we have meat and potato pie with chips and gravy. Oh, that's pineapple? Never mind then. Yeah, see, what did I tell you? Yeah, I know the pineapple is like one of those things where it's kind of like, it kind of either makes or breaks it for some people. The pineapple on the tacos, yeah. Or really on any food, really. Yeah, I see, yeah. Those are the same. You get a fork on the right. No, Tib. These are not the same. Yes, you get a fork on the right, but you get mushy peas on the left. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, it doesn't help the fact that you can't see the price, but it doesn't help the fact that they both cost £5. They're both the exact same price of £5 for this. I'm going to click the right just because it looks more appealing. Really? Okay. Okay, I see. What the heck is that? What is that? What is that? Okay, I feel it's not the fault of the food. I feel like it's more just the fault of the presentation. Yeah. The food has no faults right here. It's merely the presentation. Why they decided to put a pie, mash, peas, and gravy into a cup is beyond me. But yeah, that's I feel like they could have presented this better by like a lot. And the other is just popcorn cooked in beef tallow. Which if you don't know what tallow is, it's basically beef fat. It's basically popcorn that's been cooked in beef fat. So yeah. What? I'm sorry, you mean to tell me that people would rather eat, well, I mean, I guess you do get more food and you're probably gonna get full more, but really? Okay. Okay, we guessed wrong that way. I don't think people eat from the porcelain throne. Seems to be that way. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is the one on the right a toilet? Wait. Oh, the one previously? No, I thought it was a cup. I thought it was a cup. I thought it was like a paper cup that they just threw everything into for some reason instead of just putting it like on a plate, like on a paper plate. This burger looks delicious though. This burger looks tasty. And this burger looks tasty, and with onion rings, and with fries, and with bacon, and double cheese. Yeah. The pizza stood no chance. The plain pepperoni pizza stood no chance in my book. In my eyes, it stood no chance. It stood no chance. Also, I don't know how underrated. Also, I don't know how many people feel this way, but I do think that onion rings are very underrated. Onion rings are very underrated, and they're really good. Sometimes I feel like onion rings are onion rings can be really good, and sometimes even better than some French fries. But they can also be really bad. They can also be like really equally. Well, they can also be really they can also be really equally bad. You know, it depends. I feel they can also be just really bad. I've had some bad onion rings. Like, bad as in, like, the onion rings made Funyuns. You know the chips? Or crisps? the chips or crisps? The fun... Well, here's the thing. Here's another thing. I'm going on a tangent. Are Funyuns... You know, Funyun... You know, the onion chip? Are Funyuns chips? Are they puffs? Are they crisps? What are they? What are they? Yeah. I've had some... Yeah, but... What are they? But... What are Funyuns? No, but I've had some bad onion rings that made even Funyuns seem better. So yeah. Anyway, the one on the left is loaded nachos. and the one on the right is chicharrones mendes. So basically they're pork rinds. They're pork rinds. And they kind of look a bit spicy actually. They kind of look a bit spicy with like some sauce on them as well. What's that on the right? The one on the right tip are pork rinds, and they kind of look a little spicy with like a little bit of sauce. Yeah. This is tricky. If that onion rings, I'm picking up. Yeah. Yeah, but if that onion rings, I'm picking up, yeah. Yeah, honestly. Okay, left you get more food, but right looks actually more appetizing, so I'm going to pick right. Really? 49% would rather eat that, you know, the loaded nachos, than the pork rinds. Okay. Pork rind. Yeah. I could actually, yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah. I think I might be starting to get a little hungry. But anyway, on the right, we have soy garlic Korean fried chicken poutine. And on the right, we have good old tacos. Good old tacos. Now, I've never said before. I've technically never said before. I've technically never said before. But technically, tacos are one of my favorite food of all time. And it's a classic. Most people tend to like tacos. So it's probably this. No? 71% would rather have the Korean poutine. Okay. Okay. It literally just registered what it is that I'm looking at on the right. That looks like baby food. That looks like baby food. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That looks like baby food. Kind of. I know they're mushy peas. Which, I mean, I know they're mushy peas, but they kind of look like those, like, those, like, you know, like those baby foods that come in, like, jars and stuff? They're all mushy and stuff? That's what it looks like. But on the right we have a butter pie with mushy peas and gravy. And the one on the left is a smoked bologna sandwich. Ooh, a smoked bologna sandwich. Left is definitely better than those tacos. They look poorly put together. I mean, yeah, I guess. But they kind of just look like maybe not like exceptionally amazing tacos, but they didn't look too bad. Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards left. But as we've clearly seen, there are some people that genuinely like mushy peas on their food. So yeah, I don't know if smoked bologna sandwich can actually compete with mushy peas mixed with gravy on a pie. Are those waffle? Left, no question. Left good. Baby barf on some cake. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee it now. It's like I can't unsee it now. It's like somebody accidentally. It's like yeah. I can see it. I can't see it now. Okay, it's what? Okay. What? Okay. Like, okay, like 40% would prefer. Wait, let me actually see. I can go back. 36.41% would rather have the mushy peas on the on the pie than a bologna sandwich. Are those waffle fries? I think those were waffle fries. I think those were actually waffle fries. So it was a smoked bologna sandwich with waffle fries. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so 77% preferred that. 50% preferred this, which all of you degens thought was a toilet. 41% preferred this, the side that had the mushy peas. And 80% preferred the chili cheeseburger with no chili. And 43% preferred the doner kebab and chili sauce pie instead of just a plain regular hot dog. This website sucks. Nah, oh, well, I think, you know what we learned today? You know what we learned today, my teachings? We learned today that the love for mushy peas on food is far greater than we anticipated. That's what we learned today. Okay. That's what we learned today. Oh my gosh. Lesson learned. When in doubt, mushy peas, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Mushy peas are the delight, apparently. Mushy peas are good, apparently. Mushy peas. I bet it's the Brits fudging the numbers. Maybe there was just an influx. Maybe there was just an influx of English maybe there was just an influx of British today. But no, but I'm joking. But in all seriousness though, I honestly did not expect mushy peas to be so popular. My goodness. Or at least part of it, yeah. Anyway, I have been reminded of how much of a picky eater I am. Yeah. I'm actually not much of a picky eater at all. I can eat anything. Really, like it doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't really matter too much to me. I'm actually not much of a picky eater at all. The only things that I don't like genuinely to eat, either because I'm allergic or because I just genuinely don't find any merit or value in eating them, are well, one, I don't eat peaches. I don't eat peaches Because if you Degens don't know, I'm actually allergic to peaches. I'm actually allergic to peaches, so I can't eat them or drink anything with them. And and then yeah. Wait, I haven't. Wait, yeah. Yeah, I'm British, so the British food looked fine to me. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see why. Imagine being allergic to a cool fruit. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't choose to be this way. I didn't choose to be allergic to peaches, but I am. And you know what's so funny? There's a time when I went to the doctor to do like a physical. There was like a time that I went to the doctor to go do like a physical. There's like I was kind of like, I was talking with a nurse, and she was asking me questions about like, like what my eating habits are and if I'm allergic to anything. And when I said, okay, when I said that I was allergic to peaches to this nurse, she genuinely looked at me like there was something wrong with me. She genuinely looked at me like there was something wrong with me, and then she looked at me with just like a look of pity. She looked at me with like a look of pity, and she was just, and she was like, "Really, peaches?" and she was like, "So you can't have like peach cobbler or peach pie or like peach juice or anything?" And I had to just sit there and say, "No, I can't have anything. I can't have any of it because then my throat starts like swelling." I know. At least you don't got a peanut allergy. That is true. I do like peanuts. I do like peanuts, and I do like peanut butter enough to where it would really suck. It would really be not great if I was allergic to peanut butter. Is there an alternative to peanut butter that tastes like peanut butter but doesn't have peanuts? You know how like there's like soy milk where like there's like soy milk or like almond milk for like people that like want to drink milk but like they can't actually have like real milk from a cow because of the lactose and dairy and stuff. Is there actually like something like that but for peanut butter? You know how like there's substitutes for like stuff? I'm curious. But dang, peach cobbler slaps. That's the impression that like the nurse left on me. That was like the first thing she said. She was like, "So not even like peach cobbler or anything?" And I was like, "No, I can't have any of it." And she looked so legitimately sorry for me. And I was just like, okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Apart from that, that's like the only food that I'm allergic to. Like the only food that I'm allergic to. And yeah, apart from that, I kind of eat pretty much anything. I'm not a picky eater. I will say though, I don't like certain things. Not necessarily like foods, like meals and stuff, but sometimes if a meal or a food has this particular item, it might make it not as enjoyable for me, but like if I have to eat it, I'll stomach it. I won't enjoy it, but I'll stomach it. Unless like it's like really super hidden within the food, like there's just so many flavors going on that it blends in, then that's different. Like for example, I don't like tomatoes, technically. I'm actually not a huge avid fan of tomatoes. Tomatoes are kind of a bit yucky to me. They're kind of a bit yucky, both in their texture and their taste, like by themselves. I like tomato sauce. I like tomato sauce. And I actually don't mind tomatoes in burgers because the burger kind of overwhelms the tomato. But by themselves, no. Or like if they're like very prominent, like they're very much there, I don't like them. And yes, that includes cherry tomatoes also. That includes cherry tomatoes also. It's the texture combined with the very like not that great taste that they have to me that kind of just doesn't go really for me. Like if I taste the tomato too much, I will push it to the side. Yeah. Also, I'm not really a fan of radishes. I'm not a fan of radishes, but the reason why I don't like radishes is because radishes literally provide nothing for me. Radishes literally provide nothing for me. They taste like nothing, and they literally just feel like I'm munching on plastic or something, or like it just feels like I'm munching on like a flavorless carrot. Like there's no flavor to a radish. It's just no, nothing. So yeah, that's why I don't like radishes. Yeah, I think I'm about to head out. Gonna get food, got stuff. So do as usual to have a good day, sorta. Love ya. Bye, John. Bye. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you have a good, fantabulistic rest of your day. Bye. 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 Have a good, fantabulistic rest of your day. Bye. But yeah. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of tomatoes or radishes. Yeah. Sorta. Hello. Oh, hello. The Crow Wizard. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Welcome. Hello. Hi. Hello, Plague Painter. Hi. Almost missed stream. Thought it was too late. Yeah. Yeah. It's not too late. We've kind of. I mean, I kind of have been streaming for a while, but I kind of haven't streamed. Actually, now that I think about it, I have been streaming for a while. It didn't feel like it, but now that I'm like really thinking about it, I'm like, wait a minute. I've been streaming for a while. Hang on, I've been streaming for a bit. But yeah, hi, hello, welcome in, Plague Painter, the Crow Wizard. Hi, hello. Yeah, we're just talking about food right now. We're kind of just talking about food because we kind of played Scrandle. You know we kind of played Scrandle. You know the food game. We kind of played that for a bit, and I will say we underestimated how popular and how good a lot of people find mushy peas on their food to be, and that's what caused us to lose a lot. Yeah, and I was kind of just going off on a tangent. I was like talking about how like I'm allergic to peaches, and how when I went to the nurse to go like do a physical, and I had to tell her my allergies and tell her that I'm allergic to peaches, she looked at me like there was genuinely something wrong with me, and then she just looked at me like she was sorry for me. Like she looked at me with pity. And was like, so not even peach cobbler? You can't eat that, or peach pie, or anything? And I'm like, no, I can't. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, aside from that, I kind of don't really Again, I don't like tomatoes. I don't like radishes. But aside from that, there's not too much else, really. There's not too much else. I haven't tried every single vegetable or fruit, obviously, but yeah. No, now but yeah, I'll still eat it. I'll still eat it. Yeah. Food. Mushy peas are a hit or miss. I don't like peas in general, to be honest. I like peas. I like peas more than lima beans. Actually, well, actually, that's another one, actually. I actually didn't think about this. Or is it, wait, is it lima beans or is it green beans? I think I'm thinking about green beans, actually. Although, actually, hmm. I'm not a fan of green beans. Like if I'm served like a plate of green beans and like something else on the side, I'm not like, whoa, green beans, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm not, like, I'll eat it, but I'm not like jumping for joy at the fact that I have to eat green beans. You know? Um, Ketchup is my favorite drink ever. Really? No way. I'm more of a Really? No way. I'm actually more of a mustard drinker myself, actually. And I actually know that mustard is a hit or miss for a lot of people. I know some people absolutely hate mustard with every fiber of their being, and then there are some people like me where like mustard is good. Sometimes it depends. It depends on what. Like obviously, I'm not going to like. Obviously, I'm not going to like drizzle spaghetti or something in mustard. I think that would actually summon a demon more than anything. But like, imagine eating spaghetti with mustard. But yeah, mustard is good, but I mostly just take it with chicken. Yeah. I like mustard in sandwiches and hot dogs more than anything. That demon would be a very angry Italian. Oh yeah, no, the Italians would absolutely track me down and they would not be very happy. Reasonably so. Reasonably so. Reasonably so. You know, reasonably so. I would not blame I would not blame the Italians for being mad at me or anybody for eating spaghetti with mustard. That'd be crazy. I have not done that, by the way. I have not done that, by the way, nor do I want to, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, my mom makes an amazing sandwich. It's just a grilled cheese with cooked chicken in mayo mustard. But it's delicious. Ooh. No, I'm not going to lie, that does sound really good. That does sound tantalizing. That's making me a little bit hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to lie. That does sound pretty good. Yeah. I don't know what lima beans are. I love red beans though, or kidney beans. I don't know what kind it is. They're red. That's all I know. Oh, those are kidney beans. Those are kidney beans. Yeah. Those are kidney beans. I've actually never had kidney beans, actually. I've actually never had kidney beans. I've had pinto beans, and I've had the white beans. I don't know what they're called, but they're like white, and they're like white, and like if you make them with like if you make them all goopy and stuff, it's just like white goop basically. Yeah, I actually don't like those that much. I like the pinto beans most of all. Yeah, I've also tried black beans also. Yeah, yeah, but I've never tried kidney beans. Yeah. Gosh, all this talk about food is now making me hungry. All this talk about food is now making me hungry. I like the honey roasted barbecue sauce from Chick-fil-A. I've actually never had Chick-fil-A. I've never had Chick-fil-A before. I've heard all the legends about it. I've heard all the myths and legends about how awesome it is. I've never had it. Ever. Ever. Yeah. Yeah. To this day, I'm still left wondering. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. Yeah. But yeah, gosh, all this talk about food is making me rather hungry though. Okay. Okay. To dispel the hunger, I have to think about something that's not yummy. Quick, quick, quick. Think of something that's not yummy or tasty or delicious or succulent. Well, for me, that's just bugs. I would never eat bugs. Ever. I would not ever eat a bug. I would not ever eat a cricket, and I most definitely would not ever eat a tarantula. Ever. I think I'd die, actually. I think if I actually had to eat a tarantula, I'd die. I don't think my heart could take it. I think I'd literally just see the fried tarantula or however they're cooked. I think I would literally just see it on my plate and I would just pass out, just enter a coma right then and there. There was no hope for me. The second that you decide to serve that onto my plate. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I don't like I mean oh my gosh, if I yeah, but oh my gosh, I can't imagine eating bugs. But that's mainly because I'm really afraid of bugs. Yeah, that's mainly because I'm really afraid of bugs. I want to eat roasted crickets and scorpions. Wait, you can eat scorpions? You can actually eat scorpions. I actually had no clue. Really? I actually had no clue that you could eat scorpions. I kind of just assumed that eating scorpions was just like a no-go because of the poison that they have. Because scorpions do have poison, right? And they're like in their pincer, or they're like not their needle, you know, but like the thing that they sting with. They do have poison, right? Actually, wait a minute. What am I saying? Now that I think about it, now that I remember, I watched a video. I remember I watched a video of like a guy. Some of you Degens might know who I'm talking about because he's very known for doing stuff like this. I saw a video of a guy that made a sausage with scorpion bits. And clearly that means that you can't eat it though. So yeah. Honestly, I could maybe eat a scorpion. Not willingly, but maybe. maybe. Not willingly, but maybe. Yeah. No, not willingly, but maybe. If I was like extremely hungry. Yeah. I'd never eat a tarantula for the same reason I wouldn't eat a dog or a cat. Does that mean that you actually find tarantulas to be cute? Does that actually mean that you find tarantulas to be cute? Because that is crazy. That is quite crazy. But I respect it. But golly. Yeah. Yeah. What about bug girls though? Or bug boys? You could take off the tail and I think that makes them edible. I mean, it is part of my job to research anime women and men, so maybe. Yeah. I love spiders. Oh my gosh. I mean, oh my gosh. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Good for you. Good for you. I'm very happy for you. I wish that was me. I genuinely wish that was me. But no, as we have it, no. Gosh. Oh, as would have it, no. That is very much not me at all. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've seen lollipops with scorpions inside. It's so weird. Well, I mean, I understand that it's like very common in some places to eat scorpions, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, honestly, I would maybe. I would maybe eat a scorpion lollipop. But again, not by my own choice. If I like had a reason to, maybe. Like if for some reason, right? If for some reason I ended up having like a donathon, and like, if for some reason I ended up having like a donathon, and like we managed to reach one of the super high goals, then yeah, then maybe I would eat like a scorpion lollipop on stream. I don't know how I would find one, but I'd make sure I'd find one somehow. Unless it's like, yeah, 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 yeah. I'd smash a spider, to be honest. Well, hard smash. So long as they pass the hardness test. Gosh. That is, yeah. That is, gosh. That could not be me. Gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, are scorpions poisonous or venomous? I think they're... Actually, now... Actually, what's the difference? Is poisonous just like... You could actually die if you don't get treated? And is venomous just like... You won't die, but you're going to be like in really bad shape. And like you might not be able to lose like the limb or wherever it is that they punctured you. Is that what that means? I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that, maybe, if I remember correctly. Speaking of remembering, actually, there is a plushie that I need to buy immediately after stream. And I say immediately because I literally got a notification like 10 minutes before stream, and it was like, hurry up. It's like, hurry up. Only 5 more hours to buy this plushie before it's gone forever. And I'm like, oh, must buy plushie. Missed out on the last one. Yeah, because I missed out on a plushie not too long ago. And it was a very sad day that day. It was a very sad day that day. Darn it. It was a very sad day that day. Poisonous is if you bite it and you die. Venomous is if it bites you and you die. And if it bites itself and you die, it's magic. Okay. Okay. You had me. You had me in the first half. You had me in the first half, as they say. Anyway, I think we'll try one more time, and if we lose again, then I think I might call it. I'm actually hungry again. Then I think we'll call it, and we'll try and get that 69 best streak some other time. Yeah, we'll try it one more time. We'll try it one more time. This time for real. Yeah. And if you both die each other and don't die, it's just flirting. Okay. That is a crazy way to... I have never thought about that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Makoto Nijimi or Reaper from Overwatch? This is Persona. It's going to be Persona. We're going to try... Oh my gosh, it's Brawl Stars again. Okay. See, what did I tell you? I wanted to tell you about Brawl Stars for whatever reason having this weird thing where, like, there's just a very stupidly absurd amount of not Rule 34 art of Brawl Star characters. Oh my gosh. I've never seen this character before in my life, so I think it's or no. Yeah. Okay. The entire franchise of The Legend of Zelda. Okay. That one's easy. That one's very easy. And odds are it's this one again. Yeah. One last good attempt. One last good attempt for this stream. This is it. One last good attempt for this stream. Elizabeth Bathory or Trafalgar Law? I'm scared. I'm very scared. Elizabeth Bathory? No, of course not. Why? Why would I think that? Okay. Okay. And with that, I think I'm going to call it here. With that, I think I'm going to call it today's stream here. With that, I think I'm going to call today's stream here. And, although this one is very easy, just, yeah. I'm going to call today's stream here. And, yeah. I hope you had fun. I had fun. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. We talked about a whole bunch. Yeah. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff, and unfortunately, we did not get to our best, to streak 69 or even streak 34. But I would like to think that we still had a good time. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a fun time. Yeah. Venom is for offense, biting things. Poison is for defense, not getting eaten. Oh. Okay. I see. Now I see the distinction. Okay. Understood. Alright. Sorry, could I DM you on Discord? I wanted to ask you a few questions for our purposes. Okay. I'll look on Discord after stream, or maybe after I go and get something to eat, because I am very hungry. But I see. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I will see all of you Degens, next stream, which will probably be next week. I don't know what we're doing next week, but we'll see, yeah. Anyway, with that, I hope all of you Degens have a fantabulistic, plaptastic day.